Okay, interesting podcast.
Nice music. Like the music.
Yeah,
Refurbished
waiting for the
iPhone 13.
pres- yeah, iPhone 13 Pro too. That's all.
And I bun it with a couple scorches, hot like bonnet. Both of them is cool and both of them is on it. Hey, if you come in
More
and come
advanced
down,
camera
play.
system. Wow.
If you
Okay.
feel too shy, then watch for me. Watch for me. Shake it. This the biggest bounce of the summer. If you ain't coming, that's a bummer. Watch for me.
Image stabilization.
Wow, they're purposely shaking it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Last
Bionic
page.
is back. Robocop.
Yeah. If you saw the asphalt ka animation, right?
Yeah. So,
So this is not actual asphalt ka.
Again, Mr. Play that again, another bounce shot again.
now.
okay.
ये जो
But
है
I
this-
like the link. He crashes
this-
a car in asphalt and the phone detects that he has been in a crash or she has been in a crash. Wow.
Correct.
So that is a false alarm, right?
Yeah. So asphalt का ये जो graphics है, they've made it artistic.
Play that again, come
Then they have done this whole crashing and stuff.
Oh.
They mixed it.
Notice how nobody was in the car. Just the phone.
watch for me.
Wow. I wonder if it detects that it's a self-driving vehicle, like, Tesla or something, and that crashes, and then it false reports that the car got into a crash.
Right. And what if it's a bike?
Yeah.
It's the biggest bounce of the summer.
Big and bigger. Okay. Should have called it Dumb and Dumber.
Resale.
Sorry, I'm not an Apple fanboy, so these jokes are expected.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that Dynamic Island. I saw so many memes. Even MKBHD was like, he said that ridiculous names. They should fire the person who gives, these names.
They're just taken.
Dynamic Island, Ultra, all of
Ultra
those.
was like Samsung was like wow,
Yeah. Samsung was like, something for us to sue them. Finally, they've copied something of
like
ours.
but we're still good with circular watches. They're still mocking.
Yeah, I don't know why they cannot do a circular watch. Like, give people variety.
They
This is
picked
something
up
Apple
one
won't.
thing. It's iconic, fine, but then dragging it out, and with very minute changes. I mean, the phone that we have, 13 onwards, it started
Yeah.
looking more like the iPhone 4S with a metal border, solid form factor.
And
Earlier they were all rounded off.
Glass pack, right?
X,
Yeah.
X,
Aluminum
11,
frame
12
or steel
had
frame.
rounded
whatever.
off corners. 13 onwards, that solid form factor. I have the iPhone 4S. I'll get it out, but yeah, exactly the same design, maximized.
Yeah, there's no difference. I think they basically are, just their market position is so good that they don't really care whatever they churn out. It's going to be a
See,
hit.
Johnny
So
Ive left, so he has his own company who's consulting.
Design firm, yeah.
Now they're charging officially big bucks. Not that I'm an employee and give me salary and stock. So
correct.
He's gone out there and he's like, you still want my services? Fine, here's the bill,
Yeah.
and we'll charge you. in
Yeah,
millions.
and I think he had some clause in his contract that he cannot design it for any other manufacturer, right? So that doesn't work, man. Like, firstly, like the designs are like they've stopped innovating, which is like I don't really appreciate. Like, they should try something, even Samsung is trying with the
Yeah.
fold and the flip and all of those things. So
Yeah, Samsung
I
had
feel
a tweet that when
it's
will it
high time.
fold?
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
I
when
saw.
will it fold?
And I think it's high time that not just like Apple, the other companies also should innovate with design. Not just flip fold, maybe like bring back
Yeah,
the old quirky designs that Nokia used
if
to
not
have. Like,
everything, I
I'm
mean, the
really looking
notch
forward
is
to that.
5 years old. The lightning port, they're just milking too much money, and
Yeah.
now it's making a bit of nonsense that it's enough. You've
Yeah,
done your
it's
due. Now get up to the industry. You were industry leaders,
USB-C.
and now you're industry lackers. So, and you're charging a bomb. You're charging a
Yeah,
premium for something.
so let's rewind for a second and like just figure out like when was Apple the market leader in anything. I'll give them processors. I'll give them like the fluidity of their software, but in the other sense, in terms of innovation, when was the last time they actually did something revolutionary? I don't know. I cannot recall anything. This satellite feature is like
Yeah, it's cool, but it's only in two
which they've
countries, and
introduced.
it's only when you
Yeah.
follow the satellite, and it's only like a few messages.
It's a very niche.
Some compressed algorithm which will talk, and
Yeah.
if they have those folks and all that with the correct relay and all of that set, then it will work. So a lot of terms and conditions, and then it is to be paid for. It's not going to be free.
Correct. And like just think about it for a second. They are basically reinventing SMS, right? So this is that sort of a technology, and it's slow and it's painful to use. Like, I'm sure you have seen those old episodes of some TV shows in which they used to adjust the antenna just to find the signal on their television. So basically now we are doing the same thing with the phone. So I don't think like this is reinventing the wheel. This is actually going back and inventing the same wheel. Like, if that makes any sense. So I feel that Apple is on a decline, to be honest.
Or just carry
Like, they
or
should
just
really
carry an
pull up.
AirTag, Apple AirTag, and use that as your logic, location. Okay, this is where you last are.
Correct.
But you need.
And I think air tags were actually
I
cool,
think, but that
but
needs
this
internet
is something.
relay anyway. You need to relay it back to
Yeah,
Apple.
that does.
The way the AirTag travels, and as long as there are iPhones around, they're gonna send a ping
Yeah.
back to Apple saying this particular ID is traveling here. But that relay
Yeah.
needs internet traffic. The idea of being,
It does.
with the 127 hours mode, you want to be out there stuck in a rock, and you want to
Yeah.
point it towards the sky. So you have.
I think they really got inspired by that movie, and they were like, "Ki, if somebody gets stuck like that, now they'll have an iPhone and they'll probably not
as
make a
long as the
second part of
battery
that.
lasts, it's only a full day charge.
As long as the
Yeah.
battery lasts, yeah. So you need to carry a lot of power
Unless
banks. I
it's
think,
that magic
whenever
phone
you
from Squid
travel
Games
to a desert and
that
you
guy had carried the
Yeah.
contraband phone inside Squid Games, and then that iPhone, whatever 6 or whatever it was, it lasted for that cop for 5-6 days with no charging capability.
yeah.
And they were like, "What phone is that? Which iPhone? How is it charging?" So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think, see, again, until it's proven, I just feel it's all a gimmick. And I don't know how much, success these satellite-based technologies have in the current, in the current scenario. And I don't even know, like, I heard rumors that this was like a new service by a new, service provider. So a big question mark on, like, what is the reliability and, like, how often does it work, and only time will
And
tell.
I mean, we have
So let's
folks who
see.
test out and all that, and it's
Yeah.
very close to what a GPS is. Instead of a
Correct.
triangulation of
So it's like
triangulation
a
of satellites telling
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you are. There are a bunch of satellites that will be floating up, and you kind of angle towards it. Maybe you get it right, maybe. So they're showing the best case.
Yeah.
You will get it, but
Best case scenario, yeah. So in ideal conditions, I think all of the technologies that they talked about, like whatever was introduced with the watch, and like double temperature sensor that they had on the surface as well as on the skin level. So all of that is cool, and on ideal cases scenarios, it should work really well. But otherwise, we do know how many times does it work in like the first go, and I think it's like the first iteration of this technology. So hopefully they'll improve with this. But then I just feel they they missed a lot of opportunities to actually make a difference.
Lightning would have been brilliant.
It should have
battery,
like there's no
if they're charging $1,000, then differentiate
$1,000 is for the base model, right?
Over here, you're gonna have more eye shape. If you are not making the phone any thinner, you're not making it any lighter. Introduce the only stagnant technology on the phone right now is the battery. Screens, form factors, cameras maxed out. Everything is maxed out.
What happened to that other technology that Samsung was innovating? I think it was gallium nitride.
It's
gallium nitride based, right?
I think once they roll it out with some basic devices, maybe do some internal testing or whatever. But I think to make it safe, especially Samsung after their notes.
Samsung does.
Pass it on to somebody.
Nobody can forget that, man.
Can you try this out for us for a year or so? We'll give you some bugs. Like they give the displays to others. We are making batteries free for 1 year. Go and try it.
Free for 1 year, and the only condition is you need to put it in your pocket, and you need to carry it to extreme conditions, and just pray to whoever, because I'm an atheist, so I won't take that name, but pray to whatever that it does not explode. So that it's a good experiment.
It is not Samsung battery.
It is not Samsung battery. Some Chinese, and that agenda continues. Anyway, that all those topics can wait. We have a lot to talk about. I think what else Apple had
we'll have a look
on the plate.
Okay, interesting.